All right, we're going. We're going.
Oh, I see the red light. The red light is on, and I'm excited because it is Los Lost Boys. I'm Tyler the Collector.
I'm Corey.
How's it going, Corey?
Wonderful. I hate when you say
I
God.
know you do. That's why I do it because you happened to do it one time, like 2 years ago on a podcast.
Just gonna stick with it, huh?
Yeah, like you're never gonna live that one down.
Makes me like double think the way I say my name every time. I'm like, did I say it like that? Do I sound that dumb?
You literally just accidentally said it once, and
I
it's
know,
one
but
of
now I
those
think it. Now I think I say it every time. I'm like, is that what my name sounds like? Like, fuck my name. I hate my name now.
oh, I got little like that. That's a real thing. Like every now and then, when you just look at your name too long, and you're like, how? Well, I don't like this.
I've never liked my name though, honestly. The chick
Corey.
name.
So it's like we have chick names.
Tyler's not a chick name.
There's, it's like I don't know. I
I
don't
feel
think
like I feel like a Corey is like a good slutty girl, like that can do some fun stuff. If I heard like a Tyler girl, I wouldn't. No, I probably wouldn't mess with her.
maybe it's I don't know. My name can be a last name, which is interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Not super common, but it's a thing.
I
I
think
knew.
more common than a girl.
Yeah, there was just a girl that was named Tyler, and I was like, that's weird,
Yeah,
and it just stuck with me.
but it's like a I don't know. It's a normal name. A lot of people named Tyler, like not
There's a
weird.
lot of people named Corey.
Yeah, and they all suck.
Well,
Uh,
they're all famous, and all honestly, there's not.
all of them.
Yeah,
Every Tyler I know is famous. Looks like
Tyler. What do you know? Okay, you're also thinking Steven Tyler is the only Tyler you know.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry, yeah. Tyler
Um,
Durden.
what's the other Tyler? The cool one. No, I keep thinking Tyler the Collector, but it's not.
Well, hey, as long as you're thinking Tyler the Collector, you can
Yeah.
follow me on Instagram at Tyler the Collector. Oh, dude, I was gonna text you today. I was in Target and they have their board games are 50 to 70% off.
Dang. They got a pretty good lineup too.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. So they have like a respectable lineup for like the snob of board games because
Yeah.
we talked about that too. There's the kind of board games you buy at a store, and then there's the kind of board games that you buy at like a shop, like a comic book
Yeah,
shop.
like a hobby shop. Yeah.
Yeah. And they kind of flirt with that. Like we carry a few of like the more popular hobby shop ones.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the ones that like break you into the world of where you're like, oh man, board games are like there's more than just Monopoly.
Yeah. And that's where so having things be 50 or 7% off, I walked out with a big stack handful of them because you know those games where you're like, I don't know. I'm not gonna pay $24 for it. But when you're like, oh wow, it's $11, okay.
Yeah.
Or $5, oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes you feel a lot better about wasting it because you're never going to play that game.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, like or trying it out and then be like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah. I think 90% of the board games I bought either never got played or yeah, just never got played.
Well, like I think it's a weird thing that people don't understand or really know about you is you could probably have a room similar to mine just dedicated to board games.
Yeah, probably. I did have
Like
an entire closet that's like
yeah,
full.
not like a little closet, like a sliding door closet
Yeah.
full.
Yeah, I got into them. It was it was one of those weird ones where I just really liked buying them for some reason, even if I didn't play them. Or like
Yeah,
just taking them out and looking at them, and I was like, "This is sweet. I might play this someday."
yeah.
Like,
In the few that I bought today, what we noticed with the people I played with was there is a definite difference between the hobby shop ones and the complexity of like the rules are like where it almost gives you a headache.
yeah,
And then these ones, the rules are almost so simplified. It wasn't written by someone who would be like, does that mean I can do this or can't do this? What's the rule say? Well, it's a comma and not a period, so interpret it how you will.
yeah. You can tell all like the nerd games. Basically, they have like they're like, well, if this happens, this means this, and it's like they
Yeah.
get every nuance. And then you play like the normal games that normal people play. It's just the bare minimum rules. And
Yeah, where it's like,
they're like, nobody's gonna argue about this.
yeah, like, oh, it was a definite debate.
Yeah.
And and I know you're, I don't think you are one of these people, but I'm definitely one of these people like, well, this is mine now. I can customize it to how I want. And you're more like, well, the rule says.
Yeah, yeah, I don't like house rules too much unless it's like like a suggested house rule or something.
Because sometimes games are clearly broken. Today we had a game that was clearly broken.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, they didn't even test this.
Yeah. I figure most games have been like play tested a bunch and like the rules are that like that for a reason because it'll break it if you don't play it like that.
We had a game I played with my son just before I got on. It was like a choose your own adventure game.
Yeah.
So it's half card game, half mini board game. Like, where's that little mini board?
Yeah.
I'm glad I only paid $5 for it. It was awful, and it's one that like it'll look nice on the shelf, be like, oh, Tyler got a nice little collection of board games. You never dusting that one off again.
Right. Like I gave it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the last board game you played?
Played Heroes
Yeah.
of Normandy.
Oh, one of the best,
Yep.
if not the best board game.
That's one of my favorites, like a World War II game. Very easy to learn, basically.
Yeah, it's one that I would say if you're one of those people that are flirting with like the upper tier target board game, you can graduate to this and it's not overwhelming.
Yeah, it's like it could be if you get into it, which is nice. Like if you really enjoy the game, you can like turn it into like an upper tier nerd thing. Or you can just play it normal, like straight rules, nothing confusing.
Right. So the 6-pack challenge is not happening this week.
No?
No.
Where you
I
get
got
this one?
rum.
Oh wow. That's like a 6 fuck challenge or something.
Like I don't know, like just a thing of rum, and I didn't have anything to mix it with, so I mixed it with Sunny Delight, and it tastes delicious.
Ew. Rum and Sunny D.
Yep. So I don't want to get any shit for my bags of beers anymore.
Also, you went super classy.
So yeah, pinkies up, motherfuckers.
What'd you do? Just fill like a big old cup full of it?
I went probably
Did you do a shot?
no 70% Sunny D, 30% rum.
That's so gross. I'm judging you really harshly right now.
Oh, you're a snob though.
That's like the trashiest drink. Like you're like, oh, I'm gonna be fancy, and that's how you're fancy.
Well, it's that or margarita mix.
Rum and margarita mix.
Yeah, well, it's like alcoholic margarita mix. So you're mixing one alcohol with another.
I don't know. You wouldn't surprise me, I guess.
Well, it was one of those things. Show was starting in 45 minutes, and I forgot to get beer, and I'm like, I don't feel like running out.
Like I got rum. Yeah.
Wait, what do we got on the? Sure. What do we got in the cupboard? Okay, I can mix match 4 beers, or I can.
I thought for sure you would be mixing it with a Powerade or something.
Oh, with some Southern Comfort was a red Powerade. Ugh, that makes me sick thinking about that.
I got my like trusty seltzer fridge right here under the desk.
Oh yeah,
and it's full of just like all kinds of different. Like it's you look at it and it's like a sorority house. It's just full of every seltzer possibly made.
You're very inclusive.
Yeah, I got some Bud Lights, like some Trulies, some White Claws, like all of.
All that tells me is you're a coward and never finishes the 12-pack.
Well, most of them, yeah. Like, well, the ones that are in there are ones that suck.
I'm judging you harshly right now.
Well, yeah, you run into a lot of stinkers when you're trying out new ones, like this really shitty Bud Light strawberry.
What was the last beer you drank and you're like, well, this is what I'm drinking from now on? Like, where you had that stretch.
I have one of those right now, actually. It's a local Wolf's Ridge Daybreak beer.
Okay.
They're like a local company out in Columbus, and they make like the weirdest beer where it's like it's clear, but it tastes like a dark beer. I don't know, it freaks me out, and I love it because it goes down like a clear beer, but it tastes like a coffee-ish beer. So I love it so much. Weird. But yeah, I'm like, I'll drink that forever.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah, it looks like you pour it into a glass, it looks like a Bud Light, and then you drink it, and it tastes like a coffee stout
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't had like a beer in a while. It's been a lot of seltzers and a lot of natter days.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't call it Natter Day beer.
No, but it's not a seltzer either. It's a, it's almost, it's like a, I don't even know. Like it's closer to a Mike's Hard Lemonade, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've been dabbling back in real beer again because we've been going to trivia night.
How's that been?
We went to another one, being irresponsible.
You're just being a responsible American. Well, no, you're being an American is what
Yeah.
you're being.
Yeah. Not
It's the most American thing you can do right now.
They do. I mean, you do wear masks the whole time, like I said, but except for when you're sitting down at the table. But yeah, it's fun. Trivia's fun. It's fun to be out in public again. So I didn't think I'd miss it.
That's so weird for you to say that.
Uh,
I never thought in a million years you would say that.
yeah. I just need trivia partners. You'd think in like a small ass town that we live, there wouldn't be like trivia geniuses, and there are.
Is it like pop culture?
When you think it is, you're like, okay, yeah, I got this. Like, we thought we were gonna crush music and missed every single one. Like,
Oh, so this is like that that game we all downloaded at the at the beginning of quarantine where you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pick music, and it's asking you like, what instrument did this guy you've never heard of play?
it's like legit trivia where you're like, oh, like, ugh, like
No.
I would have had to have read to got most of these.
Yeah, like I just want to answer who sings Bohemian Rhapsody.
Right? Like, give me the easy shit, man. Yeah. No questions like that. There's you don't go into a single category and be like, oh yeah, I probably got all these. No.
Oh, I'd be useless.
They did one, the closest one. I was like, okay, we're gonna do great on this. Is TV shows that have acronyms. Like, that sounds easy as shit, but nope.
I'm not even sure what an acronym is.
Like MASH and CHIPS. Yeah.
Like GIS.
Yeah, that was the third one. Yeah. We had to like name all those, and I was like, fuck, I don't know.
Well, does WWE count?
No.
I'm out.
That's not an acronym. That's
It's definitely an acronym for World Wrestling Entertainment.
Oh, that means something?
Yeah.
I thought it was just saying we, and they just hit their head a bunch.
You just thought WWW was taken?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
WWF made no sense to me when I was a kid. I was like, that's not even a word.
So next week, I have a bachelor party to go to. And it had me thinking, like, I haven't been to one of these in a while, these like all weekend drinking trips in years. I don't know if I can do it. We're going to see.
Yeah. I wonder, I mean, strippers with masks might be kind of nice though. Because usually, like,
yeah, the guys I'm going with, this is not that kind of thing. We're more likely to read a Bible than to
go to a strip club.
And there ain't no strip clubs like in the hills of Hocking.
You think they got like a mask over their vagina?
I've seen that picture online. Yes,
it's already a thing.
Yeah, the whole like playing up the masks as bikinis.
I always imagine just a stripper would be just wearing two masks.
That'd be creepy. A stripper wearing like a medical mask. That's creepy to me.
Really? Not even a little hot? Like, what the hell's this doctor doing taking all her clothes off?
I don't know, because like, what she look like? What did them teeth look like?
I know that's the good part, because if you're in a strip club, you know they're fucked. She has a mask on. You can just be like, oh, I bet they're super straight.
I bet I'm not getting coronavirus as she grinds up on me.
You're getting something way worse.
Yeah.
Way worse.
Oh my god! But I'll be able to report back when I return if I'm still able to be hanged, because it's a bunch of 20
about all the Bibles you read.
Yeah, I'm just kidding about the Bible thing, but it's more likely like we're gonna throw a football than
wrestle.
No, we ain't gonna wrestle. We just ain't my wrestling friends, Corey.
Well, they sound like fun. Glad I was invited.
Yeah, you gotta know this is a very. It's one of the things that started out as a Put in Bay trip, and then that all got shut down and canceled. So then it got like, we're just gonna go an hour away to a cabin, and then me and the one guy were talking today, and I'm like, you realize like everyone could show up now. Like there's no limit cutoff. Like people could just come, spend all day, and then drive home. Like what? Like it's not
Yeah,
that far away.
not exclusive.
Well, and it's like we literally have friends that live in Columbus that drive to Newark that drive about this distance to hang out with us.
No, man. Certain
Nah, you're in a whole nother county. That's a whole different thing, man.
and
There's
you
trees.
got to keep the gatherings to a certain size.
Oh
Too.
yeah.
So,
And we got shared beds too. How's that work in the COVID era?
oh, I'm pretty sure that's very illegal.
I'm pretty sure this man bought an air mattress today when he was at Walmart.
I've had my wife sleeping on the couch since this all started. So,
Oh yeah, social distancing at your house.
yeah, it's not bad. I don't mind it at all. I got a whole bed to myself. Sweet.
Yeah. I saw an article that made me think of you because you're very like,
Pretty.
oh, the new update is they're tracking us and China is tracking us. And then come to find out, China is actually banking on suckers like you not downloading the new update. And it makes total sense. Like, of course they can hack the outdated software.
Old software.
Like they've been able to work on it for 10 years. Of course they can hack into it. So apparently all these people that weren't updating their computers were getting all these like people were just easily like, it's like leaving your front door unlocked in a bad neighborhood. And you're like, but the door is there. And it's like, yeah, you got a screen door, brother. We can see in and see no one's home.
Right? Yeah, that shit's so funny. I was so worried about that Apple update where they did the CDC tracking which I still don't agree with it or whatever. But then like I was like, I'm not going to download that update. Then I finally did. And it was very open about what it was.
Yeah.
Like you read through it and it gave you like all the patch notes and they're like, no, it's actually, well, you can leave it all off. You only turn it on. Like, we're not going to turn it on for you. Like you could, and I was like, okay. So it wasn't like the spy hardware, like all the conspiracies say it was. They were very open about like, hey, like you have to push this button to get it to work. We're not trying to sneak anything in. I was like,
it's just a silly concept because if they want to know, they're going to know.
Yeah.
They're going to hack into anything else in your house. I've been in your house. You got fancy like speakers that talk to you and video screens and that video wall that you pop up.
Yeah. But they get you all worried.
You're on your elevator.
They're like, oh, we're going to track like all the people you talk to and stuff. And I thought that's like what it was going to do was be like, okay, these are the people I talk to and this is what I talk about. So like if you were to talk about bad stuff, they'd be able to find like your friends easier. But like they're like, no, not at all. That's not what this does.
Yeah, and it's not like they can't just call Verizon and be like, hey, give me all his text messages.
Right.
Like they know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Like the only thing you can do nowadays is like just set aside a time and you go meet somewhere and that is your discussion. And it have to be like so far away from anything.
The woods. You just go out to the woods and talk.
And then you gotta hope there ain't like hunting cameras out there.
Right.
Like you're being watched everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was really funny when I saw the article.
Yeah, I did too. Because I mean, it's just how it is. I listen to too much conspiracy shit. That's
the thing. Like you dive into it and it becomes your world in your head.
And it's like the movie fucking 23 or whatever, where everything just starts coming up 23, and you're like, it's because you're making it. Like
it all comes up Epstein.
Yeah.
So that the whole like it all comes up Epstein. My wife's on that because she's been watching the documentary.
Oh god.
And like, look at this, SpongeBob's address is actually Epstein's island and stuff like that. And I'm like, you're a sucker if you believe that.
There's like part of me, a giant part of me that does, but like
part of me believes that, like, yeah, he is facilitating the awfulness in the world for a bunch of rich people.
Yeah.
But that they would just like hide it like that, and it'd be so silly. And
dude, no, I even get it. Like, I even believe all the silly fucking like. There's a part of me that believes all that, but like the part of me that's taken over now is the part of me that just stopped giving a shit because I can't do anything about it.
There you go. Welcome.
I've been hanging out with you for a while, so now I'm starting to just be like,
enjoy your seltzers.
Yeah. So now I kind of just do it to troll. But like, I like enjoy. I listen to it and like. deep down inside, I believe all this conspiracy bullshit. But yeah, now I'm just like, who cares though?
Yeah.
Like, how much does it affect me as a person? I don't really give a shit about all these other people.
Like I can still go to trivia
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I'm on lockdown. Don't fuck with me. I don't care.
yeah.
Yeah, then hand me another beer, please.
Yeah, beer me.
Yep. Which is funny because I used to make fun of you so hard just for being a
Guy who enjoys his life.
Yeah, close your eyes sheep, and now I'm just like, oh, that might be the way to go.
Well, I learned a long time ago, you learn to eat shit and learn to like it as well.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's like if once I quit all the social media, I was just kind of like, hey, all this stuff doesn't affect me.
Oh, so I did a bad thing. I told you I quit. I quit Twitter. Twitter's way too even it's so I tried to like really get down to why I quit Twitter, because why can't I just follow the people, like the few people that I enjoy?
Why can't I do it reasonably?
Well, it's because Twitter's setup pushes like bullshit on you.
Yeah, they try to get you mad.
You can like something and it shows up on my fucking feed. So I'm really just basing like, I better hope all my friends don't like anything that can trigger me. So then it's like, okay, I'm just going to be done with it. I got back on Facebook for a brief second and I immediately was like, oh my God, because the same exact fucking people that are going like, yeah, you won't get shot by the police if you just follow the rules. I follow the rules, are the same people who are like, oh, 6 p.m. mask mandate in Ohio. Oh, I'm not wearing my mask. You can't make me wear my mask. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? You pick and choose when to follow the rules.
Pick a side, man.
Yeah. I'd respect people so much more if they're just like, if they would have just been like, yep, I got to wear a mask now because that's the rules. I would have been like, okay, he's at least consistent.
Yeah.
He's consistently a piece of shit, but okay.
Yeah, at least I'm consistent, right?
Yeah. It's all you. This is all your post.
It was my Facebook. I know you quoted it pretty exact.
Yeah, I reposted your Facebook.
I was trying to delete it as you were saying it. I was like, oh, man, he's talking about mine. Fuck. Or somebody else copy off of me? Are they putting my shit down?
So coronavirus finally caught up with me in my life, though, because Comic-Con was supposed to be this week. And it's Comic-Con at home, so I couldn't go out there. I go out there every year.
Oh, that's even more sad.
I'm just kidding. I've never went out once.
No, I meant the Comic-Con at home.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, like, it's all the same things. All the companies are just putting their stuff on social media, just how you would. Like, you lose that, like, excitement of, like, the big announcement.
Right.
Because it just all kind of trickles out now.
Mm-hmm.
And, but dang, like, I've been contemplating a lot, and I put on the little like show notes, contemplating quitting.
Oh yeah.
And, like, you just see companies and the way they treat their customers. This is a collecting thing. And I'm just like, fuck that. Like, I'm done. I'm done with you, Funko. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, they're out for money.
Well, it's not even that they're out for money. It's just like, if they were out for money, they would provide more product.
Yeah.
It's their haphazardly like, oh, the site crashed. Sorry.
Yeah.
And they blame it on bots. The bots got to it. And it's like, fuck you. Like, just make more.
Right.
But then people will always be like, that's what makes it special, because it's hard to get. Fuck you too, asshole.
It's a supply demand thing.
Right. And I get that you don't want a bunch of product, but it had me like the deeper question of, like, you don't quit very many things in your life.
Me?
Yeah.
No, yeah. The next thing I plan on quitting is my wife.
Wife jokes. Corey got the wife jokes. He riding off of the one home run. He's like a guy who hit a game-winning grand slam. He was like the 8th batter in the lineup, hit the game-winning World Series grand slam, and now he's just making a living showing up to baseball conventions, saying the same bullshit line.
It's what is this, Tyreek, who caught the ball.
Oh yeah, Tyreek. No, not Tyreek Hill. Tyree, David Tyree.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're David Tyree.
Made that one fucking catch, dude.
Yeah, living off of it. Good for you though.
But no, I'm dumb and I have like this weird loyalty thing
What was the last thing
to a
you
fault.
like? Have you ever quit a job without giving a notice?
No, no.
Have you
Even
ever quit?
the,
Have you ever quit a job with just giving a 2 week? Because the last 2 jobs, I think you gave them more than that.
no, every job I've only given 2 weeks.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
I worked with you for like 3 weeks when I was supposed to be taking your job at one place.
Oh yeah, I mean, I ended up working. I gave him like my 2 weeks notice or whatever, but I had to work like an extra week because I couldn't start at the time I was supposed to. That's the only reason. But yeah, I do a 2 week notice, and yeah, even the job I hated and like wanted to quit on the spot, just no call, no show. I still went to work every day and still tried my last 2 weeks, and that was the
That's
shortest I ever had a job was 6 months.
that's pretty awesome though. That like I give you shit for it, but I'm actually envious of like the work ethic side. But have you ever quit like? Have you ever quit a game because you're just like, fuck this, it's too hard?
Yeah, every
Okay.
day.
So games are easy to where you're just like, this is disposable.
Yeah, yeah. No, work's like I don't want to let people down. I'm weird like that. And
Yeah.
like I will keep working someplace no matter how bad I hate it because I don't want to let somebody else down.
You didn't have a problem quitting some guys talking, but that's a different thing.
Well, I didn't think I was letting you down, so I felt like it was a good move.
It just I can quit a job pretty easily. But I mean, with the notice and stuff, there has been times I haven't given a notice. I just
Oh,
called.
yeah. You have no shame and you're a trash person, so
That's
that's what
not
I'm
true.
saying. It's a big difference.
Just
Different
I don't
morals
know.
and values.
I would like it would be harder for me to quit this than it would be for me to quit my real job.
Right. Mine's just because of pride, but yeah, I feel you there.
Like I don't know. That's a weird thing.
Yeah.
And it just made me think like different people have that different. Like some people literally have no problem with like
Yeah, just not showing up. And
like yeah like oh you're the asshole for questioning me. Like whoa.
yeah. There's people who have done that like 3 times, like at the same place. Like they'll go back and work there, and it's just like, wait,
Yeah.
you just stopped showing up one day. How'd you get your job back? But
Yeah, that's something else I've never like. It's different. Different companies are different, but at this company you're talking about, you would talk to people that you're like, you walked off the job. Like,
yeah,
could you imagine any other? Like, I'm so worried that I would just get like they'd be like, you're fired, and we'll call everyone. You're never earning an income again. That's how
right.
I would think.
Well, now that I'm like a big shot, like management type, I realize how hard it is to actually fire people. Like,
Oh,
you
like
literally just can't fire like somebody for like something stupid, like they have to be doing some real shit.
definitely not in 2020. Back in like maybe the 90s.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, now there's like lawsuits and unemployment claims and all that, so it's like
It's
you
a headache.
can't just be like, go away, you're done, never show up again. You can't.
The trick is I've noticed the managers that are like, fuck you're a piece of shit worker, go home. They'll let them come back and they'll never have filed in it. Like the manager never puts any paperwork in. It was all like, oh, so you just did it. Like
Right.
we had a manager where I used to work. He would write people up, but he never turned anything into HR. And then when he got fired, actually got caught sleeping with someone.
Nice.
And he got fired. And then when they found out he didn't turn anything in, we all started from scratch on all our call-offs. Anyone who was written up never had any paper, like it never went past him. He just kept it all himself.
Just turned into a huge orgy and everybody called off.
Well, the people that were always abusing it, well, they just started from scratch and got the call 6 times, and it's like, wow, they're really leaning on that.
Right. Yeah,
Oh.
take all your write-ups away. Fuck it.
It's just crazy.
Have you been written up?
Yeah. You ever
Yeah,
been written up?
No.
What?
There you go.
Isn't this so funny? Because the dynamic we had in like school,
Yeah.
Like, I never, ever even got like a written warning or like anything. You're getting in trouble all the time.
Yeah, like suspended, all kinds of shit.
Now, I'm not implying I get in trouble all the time, but I have been like, I was written up where you work, the electrical company.
Yeah.
I was written up at the hospital before when I was younger.
Yeah.
It's all been stupid shit. It's never been like, oh, we're really fucking, you're in serious trouble.
Right.
It was like, oh, technicality, we got you. Except for at the electrical company, a guy complained, and that is how you can get like, if you and your position complained about where I was, then you
Yeah.
can be written up with my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I've never even got a dumb one.
That's insane. You're an ass kisser. That makes me hate you.
I can't respect you as a man.
Like, you ain't even been written up. What kind of man? You don't even own any land.
No, it's just so funny that I spout like all the bullshit I spout in like my personal life, and then at work I'm 180 different.
I mean, I've worked with you twice. Worked directly after you, and it made me realize I hate you're the guy I hate, and everyone who's listening would hate you too if they worked with you.
Right? Yeah, I'm a 180 difference. I'm a big tool basically.
You're a tryhard, and we've gone over that. Like the whole like you, and if you're listening to this on the podcast version, which is available on Spotify and iTunes and wherever you can get your podcast, you are at work listening to this, and you look over at that person that is like, oh, we got to do better. We got to do better. That's this guy, Corey. He's the guy. Now, he's not going like, we got to do better. He's just doing it better and continually like, he's not taking a break. Well, we can't take a fucking break because he's not.
Yeah, I don't expect people to do it. I just do.
But you're an asshole because now we all look like dickheads because you're still working hard.
Yeah. But yeah, I never expect it out of anybody else. It's just a weird standard I put on myself.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, no. I wish I had this like work ethic and anything that mattered.
But if you could do a fourth of the work ethic that you put in your actual job into this,
right?
Joe Rogan would step aside. He'd just step down.
Right.
Spotify would be regretting signing us to the $100 million deal.
You think are they regretting Rogan?
Oh, they came out and said they regret.
Did they?
Yeah, like how bad of a deal do you make, and how awful of like someone had to lose a job over like signing him and Kim Kardashian and all them. There was another big one.
What were they expecting out of it though, and that they're not getting?
I think so. What happened was they signed the deal thinking like, we nailed it. Perfect deal. Look how smart we are. And then everyone in like the business insiders and the media were like, that's the dumbest fucking thing you could have done.
Oh, just because they said it though?
Well, like the backlash. And then you know how it is. Like your boss hears someone else's opinion and values it over yours. And it's like.
As far as I know, Rogan won because I have since then joined Spotify, canceled my iTunes and joined Spotify. Not because of Rogan, but you could say it was.
I haven't joined it, but I use it now when I never used it before.
I bought premium and I got, because I used to have iTunes premium or whatever. Same exact thing. Canceled that, went to Spotify premium.
I mean, I know this is in the weeds a little bit. What's the differences and why? Why do you like it better?
They make like better, they have just better music algorithms.
They make the music better.
Yeah, they give you like it's a easier interface, and they give you like better playlists than like random stuff, and like it's easier to find new stuff. Like,
didn't it make you feel like a dork and a nerd when you say the layout and like the interface is better? Like the interface is better. Let me get you out my pocket protector and show you.
32, man. I'm a fucking.
When you hit your 30s, you're all about the interface.
Yeah. I need my shit working correctly and easily. I don't want to be messing around with interfaces. Bad interfaces is the worst.
Yeah. Oh, a streaming service with a bad interface? Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, Hulu would be my number one if it wasn't for that goddamn interface.
I don't understand why they just didn't copy paste Netflix's interface.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Disney Plus kind of did the Netflix interface, and that's why it just worked. I know, for some fucking reason. You draw your line there. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I think it's because you love it too much. I gotta cancel.
Oh, the classic, like, I can't be excited about something because you're overly excited, so now I'm turned off by it.
I gotta be like Bizarro you, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta do everything I can to do. Like, if you weren't so fucking lazy at work, I wouldn't try so hard. So it's actually your fucking fault. You're the reason why I'm always fucking tired, dude. Come on, just do a little bit of work.
Yeah, I guess I am only pointing out jobs I've seen you on when I'm the one doing nothing. Like, look at this fucking asshole working.
He's trying so fucking hard. He's like, yeah, I'm making up for this.
I was under the impression when my friend got me a job, I've seen the movies and they just don't do anything.
Right.
They just joke around, have a good time, and this asshole's jumping over fences.
Trying and shit. We're supposed to be
trying
like,
to charge these people an accurate amount.
yeah, we're supposed to like walk into a weird party and have like a whole bunch of fun.
Or at least sit and do nothing.
Right. I feel like that'd be like so that'd be so obvious, yeah. Like just sit and do nothing. Should have just done that.
In hindsight, should have done that a lot in my life.
Yeah.
When you're like, oh, it didn't really matter if I really busted my ass or it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I know you've been on that with job inspections when you're like sweating it, and then he comes, walks in 10 steps, walks out and says, you passed. Good job. And you're like,
yeah,
holy shit.
Like, dude, I tried. At least go check it.
I had to climb on a ladder to get up on that shit. You're at least going to go up and make sure it's wired. You're at least going to flip the switch.
I went out of my way double checking all my stuff.
Yeah. God damn.
But that doesn't happen. They always inspect 100%. I'm getting paid by the city, by the way. Say that.
I work for the county.
The county?
No,
like a state job?
Everyone assumes because of the hospital's name being the county's name that it's like, my tax dollars pay for this hospital. No, they don't, but it's cool.
Is that private?
Yeah,
Aren't all hospitals private technically?
I don't know about that, but I just know like our hospitals, it's a private. It's like they might get like funding, but like any health facility could get funding.
Yeah, I always wonder whatever happened to like that thing, like getting a state job, you'd be made. I wonder if that's like, is that still a thing?
From our friends who have federal jobs, that is a thing.
Yeah, federal. Yeah, is federal like the new state job?
I don't know. Oh, you're talking about like a state job, like I can stand out here, this sign, and get paid $27 an hour.
Yeah, that'd be like a thing in a movie where it's like, yeah, he got the state job and now you're just set for life, you know? And it's like,
yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
I wonder if that's still like a stereotype.
Those are probably the same movies where the two best friends have the job and do nothing.
Yeah, and they just party and hang out.
Yeah. Or maybe own their own. What's that from Ready to Rumble when they are the two guys that suck the shit out of the the Porta Johns? Oh, that's disgusting. That's a real thing too.
I know. Yeah, that's like one job that I'm like, okay, I wouldn't.
He should make $1 million he should just make $1 million a year.
Right.
That's what they should do. Like, it shouldn't. It's so weird how the pay scale has what it is. It's like, well, I don't want to do that job.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that job?
Yeah, I don't know.
What happens is it's someone with no above high school education gets it because it's a decent paying job, and they're thinking like, hell yeah, we got the state job. I'm super lucky.
Well, I mean, it's not that hard.
You're working in shit though. I bet when it's bad, I bet when it goes bad, it's really fucking bad.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. You ever think it squirts out and goes everywhere? And
I guarantee it has. Like, you're telling me in the history of time, there hasn't been a valve break and just shit shooting everywhere?
Right. You know, all those funny things happened at least once.
Yeah. Especially like the fireman who's shooting the water, and then he's just like swirling around. You know that
I've seen
happens
that.
all the time.
I've seen that happen to a kid, like where they let the kids shoot the hose.
Oh, like on
And
the
yeah, it's. I was like, that's crazy how powerful those hoses are.
yeah, they can take your skin off. I thought.
I know. I've cut my finger open on a power washer before.
Jeez.
Yeah, like really deep too.
Ugh.
Yeah, just putting it in front of like the water, and the water just hit it so hard that it cut my finger real deep, and I was like, didn't know that was a thing, and like it hurts extra bad too because it's like a burn on top of a cut.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I heard like, don't they cut steel with
that'd be.
like water?
I don't know. That'd be cool if they did.
I don't know. Maybe I've just seen like not toys that made us how it's made and thought it was steel, but it might have been something with water like also there to cool it down.
Oh yeah, you were watching Loose Change, the 9/11 documentary. That's how those steel beams got cut. Was the sprinklers were going off.
They just hooked up a super soaker, and pumped it like 100 times.
So everybody's like, jet fuel can't melt steel beams, but you add sprinkler water, it can.
Yep. There's something in that stale ass sprinkler water. It's the rust.
Yeah. It makes like the steel beams rust. I remember that part of the documentary.
I've never seen that actually.
I don't think I've actually seen it either.
It's Johnny Conspiracy over here. One of the most famous ones.
I've probably seen like one like it, but maybe not the like exact Loose Change one. Because I think they had like debunked it by time.
Oh yeah, where it was like, oh, I'm not even gonna waste my time.
Oh, if it's got to debunk one, I'm not gonna. I guess you could debunk anything though if you just have a camera and make something up.
Yeah. Or just act like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before about how people have proven like he'll go on a podcast and be like, oh yeah, I'm Dr. Corey and I got my PhD from, Alcorn State or Harvard I was at Harvard for a few years, and no one checks it because people are like, I'm not checking it.
Have you ever heard about the guys who did that with scientific papers?
Yeah, didn't Joe Rogan talk about that?
Maybe. Oh yeah, I think he did have them on. Yeah, that was awesome. Where they were just writing fake papers.
You could write a fake paper, get it published, and no one checked your sort. Like you could cite sources in it, and no one bothered checking.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And that was wasn't it like a big scam where like the sources they cited were their own papers they written before, like they wrote a bunch of papers and then made the one they submitted and cited all the other papers in it.
That made college look so cool.
God, that's insane to think how like we're so easily manipulated and tricked.
I know. That's why all conspiracies are real.
Well, we'll get to the.
You see my straight face I even put on when I said that?
Yeah.
Went from laughing to. I'm an actor.
Yeah. Hashtag acting.
I trained Shia LaBeouf. You might have heard of him.
I know you're an actor. You're in movies. I see your background. Well, I guess I don't see much of you in it.
That'd be weird if you did, right?
The awkward, like, oh, he creeping too much into the cam. The steady shot.
Yeah.
For those who are listening, Corey's background is a like couch confession, like casting.
Called the casting couch. Yeah.
I don't know why I said confessions. Like I got psychiatry's office mixed with.
What goes on at your psychiatry office?
It's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, if you're getting confused. Yeah, I need can I get the number to your psychiatrist?
Looks like Frasier though, so you gotta put up with that.
I'm down for that.
Or a little.
Does he talk like Frasier? Could you imagine hearing or seeing Frasier, but having him do like a hardcore Southern like accent? How bad would that fuck your brain up?
Yeah, like
if Kelsey Grammer came in and was just like, "Hey, y'all,"
and it was like legit.
Yeah. I always think about that. Like, you get some characters that have like the way they talk so bad that it would fuck your brain up so bad, and he's one of those ones. Or
dude from Walking Dead, not Rick Grimes. The
Coral?
No. Oh, the guy he sees in season 1, the black guy.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know he was British, and then
Yeah.
like that really fucked me up for a minute
Oh,
because
dude,
he.
that'll fuck you up about like The Wire and stuff. Like you'll
Oh
watch
yeah,
The Wire and
they're
like
all British, aren't they?
they're all British, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
They all play like these dudes from Baltimore, and like then you see them and they're all British, and you're like, fuck. That's how most acting is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
chameleon.
yeah, you'll see anything with them talking in real life, and then you're like, that guy's British? No fucking way.
And there's actors that I get the other way around. I think Jude Law might be one of them. I can't remember if he's British or not because he just seems British to
Because
me.
his name's Jude.
Yeah, but I don't know if he actually is.
It's got something to do with the Beatles. He's probably
Yeah.
British.
Oh, I'm glad I brought up Walking Dead. Hell of a transition.
Yeah,
Did
nailed
you
it.
see that they're coming out with the re-release of the comic in color?
Hmm.
That's not the big that wasn't what this is not the time or place or the show to talk about that.
I never even realized it wasn't in color. Now that I'm thinking about it, I just
That,
read it. I didn't really.
that's crazy because it's definitely in black and white.
Yeah,
And
now that I'm thinking about it, because
famously black and white.
I have a couple of the compendiums, and yeah, I guess I just never really paid. It was a good enough story to where, like, I don't know. I guess the color thing didn't get me.
So I've told a couple of the buddies this. If I had the option to have it all in color or not, right now, I would just keep my black and white. But at the very beginning, if you're like, do you want the color version or the black and white? I'd probably took the color version.
Hmm.
But I think there was some charm to the black and white
What's
that
cheaper?
allowed. Yeah,
Because that's what I'm going with.
definitely the black and white is probably cheaper.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the color in that never. That was such a good comic where I
It
didn't even
almost,
notice.
yeah, you didn't. I can't picture it. I guess it's in color in my mind almost
Yeah,
because we were talking about this a couple weeks ago about how like reading the comic,
you picture it.
you see the movement, but you didn't
Yeah.
see movement. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's not the topic I wanted to bring up.
Oh.
I brought it up to someone, and he brought up how it was a cash grab by the comic book company. Okay, everything. Okay, so anything's a cash grab at this point. Like,
Well, that's the whole point of a company is to get
to
cash.
make money, yeah. And if they really, really wanted to be assholes, they could have just made it forever, but they stopped early to make a better story. So, like, I'm not gonna fault them too hard for being cash grabby, but of course, a company is gonna be like, how can we make more money off this? Oh yeah, make it in color. And it's kind of cool, special to have special. They're bringing in other artists, like famous artists, to come do the inking and all that. But he said, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I read it all online for free anyways. And it made me think, like, when is the stigma of like pirating things or stealing things online going to catch up with the stigma of real life theft?
I thought it. I don't know. I thought most people get it now.
No, see, I would disagree. I think most
Really?
people, I would say most people are like, well, fuck yeah, if I can have Cody Firestick jailbreak it and get all this shit for free.
That's so funny. Oh, yeah, I actually
And
believe in paying for this stuff.
no, well, kind of, sort of.
I don't pirate shit.
Well, it's pirating if you share passwords.
Yeah, but that's you guys sharing mine. Like,
No, I'm talking like if you use anything that is not yours, that's the same thing.
yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, but that's different.
Except for the one thing that I just refuse to buy.
Disney.
Yeah, it's Disney. That's the only one that I do pirate. But yeah, I don't really believe in pirating. But I also, I just don't want to support Disney. I still buy albums. Like,
Like
I'm
vinyl?
weird, and I have them on Spotify, but I still buy them because,
That
like,
is weird. You
yeah,
buy
but
the digital album?
yeah, but like those guys put out an album and like they worked on it and it's their thing. Like, because
Dude,
I buy comedians' albums of comedians I like, and then bands I like, I still buy their albums.
I totally get it. Like there's movies I still buy like the actual Blu-ray.
Yeah, you want to support like the shit you like, you should.
Like Kevin Smith's movie, I bought the fucking Blu-ray when I knew I could have just waited.
Yeah, and it'll be on some streaming service and you'll see it. But like, just buy the shit if you like it. I don't know. I'm weird. I believe in that.
Like support. It's almost like supporting.
Yeah, you
It's
can't
but
complain. You can't complain about shit if you're gonna pirate all the time.
yeah, I think we are in the minority. though.
As I also bitch about the president that I've never voted.
Yeah, you're a real prick.
But yeah, like I don't know. I thought the stigma was kind of changing where pirating's not cool.
I
Or,
don't think.
or maybe that's just the narrative I see.
I think maybe the people you're in direct, like your inner circle,
Yeah, upstanding citizens.
all similar minded.
Yeah.
But you take any kind of step, even to like what I wouldn't consider like the riffraff or trash people,
You.
and there's no, I don't pirate it. Like
You're still a trash person. You're drinking Sunny D and fucking whiskey or whatever.
we all draw lines. I draw my. Don't give me shit on what I drink because I do the right thing when I buy Birds of Prey for $10 on iTunes.
Yeah, but you'll quit tomorrow if you had to.
Oh, don't dare me.
You piece of shit.
Yeah. Don't ask me to work any harder than what I feel I'm getting paid to do.
Right.
But fuck you if you're going to steal that movie. But I've also done it, and like, if it was simpler, and that's coming from someone who's not like, I could figure out how to do it again. But I remember getting Cody and all that. It became a headache, and then it was like, oh, I gotta fucking update it. Like, god damn it.
I used to pirate a lot. I think I've ruined like 3 computers from it.
Oh, definitely.
Like pirating games and movies, yeah, and porn. I've definitely ruined computers over it. So maybe I'm just like making up the narrative that I'm doing it to be a good person.
But you're like, I'm tired of spending thousands of dollars for new computers.
Right.
Yeah, so you're saving money by buying this stuff.
So I'm trying to take the high road by saying like I'm supporting people, but it's really like I can't figure out how to download shit anymore.
Yeah, you're also okay. There was there was 3
LimeWire's gone.
Three factors that changed. You started making enough money in life where it wasn't as bad of a sting.
Yeah.
It became more complex, and the technology passed you by.
I didn't get better.
And you're just tired of replacing computers.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna say it's because I support those guys. But yeah, it's literally because LimeWire got shut down and it ain't easy anymore. You just can't trust it.
Pirate Bay, is that still a thing?
I've never heard of it.
What about a torrent file? BitTorrent?
Yeah. I've been bit so many times. So I try
like, oh my God. I literally, when you first get it though, you're like a kid in a candy store, like, yep, yeah, I'll take this movie, yeah. I'll take them all. Oh shit, that movie's not even out yet. Go and take it. And then you get it, and all of a sudden your computer locks up, and you just fuck.
Blue screens all the time. Yeah. I think the last laptop I fucked up was from Sega games though. How bad is that?
That's ridiculous too.
Yeah, so downloading emulator shit.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I'm guilty. I'm okay with stealing ROMs.
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was a big deal either, but like I got into the part where I was like downloading everyone I could get my hands on, and then I just got greedy with it, and it was like I ruined a computer just trying to find the dumbest things to download, like the dumbest games to download. It was like, damn, I just fucking ruined this computer over Lion King, Sega. You know, like.
Yeah.
All right.
When you could have just bought a Sega and the game.
Yeah.
Maybe had $100 wrapped up in your time, like everything.
No, and even if I did all that, I'd play it for 3 minutes and be like, oh yeah, I remember why games are better now.
Yeah. So I bought a Retron 5 and like scoured Newark for the games I wanted.
Yeah.
Ended up buying a laptop specifically for like getting it for the ROMs so I could put it on an SD card for the Retron. And I played it for about a month. And then I was like, yeah, okay, NBA Jam's cool. I'll see you in 5 years.
Yep. Like games are way more in depth and a lot more fun than like Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Like,
yeah, like the gimmick of it can only last you an evening.
I know. Yeah. That was like you play that Rampage game where you're like the animals knocking down the buildings.
Yeah.
And then you realize like there's fucking 500 levels of the same. Because we like went to, I've actually played it and beat it, and it's
humble brag.
It turned into like a thing where it was like, oh dude, this is literally okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna knock down this building every time. And it's like, why would you play that whole fucking game? And that was like in a span of like 3 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah, where you're like, I would never buy this game again. But it used to be the coolest game back then.
Oh yeah, I remember hours.
Yeah.
Like,
Then you realize it's two different levels, and you're like, oh, I can just play something new that actually has different levels and a good storyline. And
yeah,
yeah,
like comparing Rampage to Red Dead, like, like, oh, I can like, or any game really.
right.
I did see State of Decay 3 was announced.
Oh, I really like State of Decay too.
Yeah, I did as well.
That's cool. Oh yeah, because that's what I wanted to talk about. Was you were talking about how Comic-Con got canceled and it sucks you can't go, blah blah blah. But yeah, the other one that fucked up real bad was E3, because now every video game company's been doing their own release just kind of weeks apart. It's kind of like E3 right now. Like I think Xbox just had theirs and PlayStation had theirs like 2 weeks ago or something. But
yeah,
you kind of you miss the whole event.
Yeah, because it was
And
like,
now we're slowly getting like
yeah,
the exact same thing you said. I was like, yeah, that's E3.
yeah. So E3 is your Comic-Con.
Yeah. Yeah, I take showers.
Are you?
I don't. I'm just kidding.
And are we gonna like? Let's not even argue the fact that like the E3 people and the Comic-Con people are pretty much the same.
No. I don't put myself in that boat. No.
Would you rather go to E3 or Comic-Con?
E3. Those are athletes. Comic-Con's, there's not a single athlete there. You go to E3, that's all athletes. ESPNable.
Okay, E3, hottest chick you're gonna see, Olivia Munn, hosting G4.
No, well, yeah, G4, which is coming back, which is great. And they got a bunch of hot chicks on there. So yeah.
Cool. Guess what?
Hottest person you're gonna see at Comic-Con is that Felicia chick.
Or like anybody in any movie coming out, because it's all movies.
Well, I guess hot chicks do go there just to put on costumes. They're not nerds, but
are you gonna really tell me you ain't gonna like? You're in a room full of the same chicks that come see you in your room are the chicks walking around your floor. You're scouting both of them.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I imagine if you're going to one of those things, you're not going there for chicks because you probably have no chance.
And there's way more important shit going on if you're spinning the
right. Yeah, important shit.
Like, I can't talk to you, chick, because I gotta go draw.
Hold on, Red Dead. I heard a Red Dead.
Red Dead's trailer is like the new Avengers trailer is gonna be at Hall H. Yeah. I gotta be there.
Like that dude's gonna say, "Hey, boy, I want to go hear him."
Or I gotta go get in line and get a number to be randomly picked to get a Funko Pop.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I stand by gamers are true athletes. They've been on ESPN. You'll never see a comic book nerd on ESPN.
So NASCAR true athletes?
Yeah.
They've been on ESPN?
Anything on ESPN makes you a real man, honestly.
The Rock was on ESPN. The wrestling has been on ESPN.
Yeah, they're real men.
Okay. I can get behind
it. You know who'll never be on ESPN? Kevin Smith. Piece of shit. Unless he's like there at a Blackhawks game or something.
Weird hill to die on. What a weird a hot take.
Trying to be funny again. Sorry. You should try it sometime.
I think you're attacking, you're eating the audience right now. You're eating your hand. I don't understand what you're like a dog that's trying to.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm trying to be funny. The world sucks, man. You gotta make jokes about shit.
That's why you drowned it in rum, brother.
Right. Rum and Sunny D. And you're gonna talk shit on NASCAR.
Yeah.
And esports is the future.
I'm all for esports. I hope my kids are esport athletes.
Yeah, I bet mine is. I've been training them for a couple of years now.
I about shit because my kids they do that. Siege. Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah.
And it's pretty I guess there's a competitive there's a ranking games you can do ranked mode or whatever.
Right.
And he got so fucking hot because I had to reset the internet because my Apple TV wasn't working, and I got downstairs, reset it, and I hear what, and then I come upstairs and he's and my oldest is shaking. He's so mad. He's like, did you turn off the internet? And I was like, yeah, I had to reset the router. And he's like, I'm going to be banned for a half hour. I just left a match.
Yeah.
It's like you get counted as quitting.
All
and he's like, I got to start all over now. And I didn't let him know that I felt for him.
Yeah, because you understand.
I was just like, oh, you guess that sucks. I'm sorry, buddy. Walked away. And then I went in there and I was like, damn, I feel horrible because I've been there where you're like, I've put in 12 hours of my day.
Have you played any kind of competitive like level stuff on any kind of game?
Yeah, Fortnite, you level up all the time.
No, I mean like, do they have like a competitive mode in that, like where it's like legit?
Oh, well,
like sweats all the time.
Yeah, from my understanding, watching him when I pass by his room, and my few interactions with him at this point in their lives, when I'm going to fill up my rum, I guess there's like, it's like one of the modes you click in, and it's like, hey, these are ranked matches. We're gonna have like a leaderboard that's constantly changing.
Yeah, because I've seen that. So you haven't done that then in anything?
I haven't personally done it because I would get like I'm not confident in any game. My gaming skills right now.
Yeah, I've dabbled a few times, like in a couple games, like that you can play like competitively or whatever, and like I get that stuff's like super intense. It really is, like, because I've dabbled in like PUBG a little bit.
I was gonna say PUBG would be like almost too intense for me
because I was pretty good on the Xbox, where I was like very low tier, like, but I could play like against good people.
Yeah,
like there was times I paused like my life because of it.
All right, I have a question for you. If you had to pick one game to be competitive in, and you're like, I'm confident enough in this game that I would bet money or my life, like, what is the one thing you're like
the game I'm the best at?
What's your best game?
Whew, that's so hard. Because I like kind of don't like competitive shit.
Yeah, I know it's a hard question.
Yeah, that's super hard.
On LLB, we ask the hard questions.
Yours would be Fortnite, right?
No, I suck.
What? Oh, really?
I suck when compared to like, hey, you got to win to save your life. I suck.
I'd have to go back to like an old Madden. You know
like I would like to say an old Madden.
Madden with Eddie George on the cover.
The 2001.
Yeah.
First one on PlayStation 2.
Yeah, it was really
Madden with Michael Vick on the cover.
Maybe Golden Eye.
College football.
Well, yeah. But see, like, even competitively, I think I could get beat by you guys.
I think, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I might even have to say, I brought it up already, but NBA Jam.
I would have to do NHL. NHL or FIFA.
I would play, if you're like, Tyler, you got to play a hockey game. NHL.
I think I could beat any of you guys in NHL or FIFA.
Not in NHL Hits or whatever it was called?
No, but like one of the just NHL any number after it, I'd beat you in all of them.
Of course. Like, I can beat you in a wrestling game, dickhead. Like, you could.
You couldn't. No, you couldn't.
In NASCAR.
NWO versus WCW, I'd beat you.
Revenge?
And
World Tour.
Oh, dude, NASCAR. But I used to play NASCAR.
I know you had it. You had the paintball mode.
Yeah. You can't beat me in NASCAR. I'll beat you in a 500 right now. Let's go.
Oh, let's go do a real. Remember when you could actually do like 500 fucking laps?
Let's go fucking do one.
My dad and my uncle did that.
I did.
That's insane.
Yeah, I did one once.
4 hours of your life you'll never get back.
I know. I don't regret it, but yeah, I'm gonna go final answer NHL or FIFA. I've actually had thousands of hours in FIFA, so.
I've played the demo.
Those are both games that I played competitively with a team.
Okay. Well, there's a good answer then.
Yeah.
I
thought it was going to be a hard answer, but then I thought about it.
What about a shooter?
I'm probably best at Call of Duty, but I hate it the most. Or Battlefield, but I'm probably better at Call of Duty.
Dude, I honestly don't have a shooter.
Yeah, I'll beat you at Fortnite right now.
Well, I know you can't beat me at Fortnite because the veil got revealed big time that your son carries you.
No,
Like,
I'm amazing.
you're either being carried because your ranking's so low because you're like, I play all the time. Got revealed that you play once a week.
And I'm fine. I'm way better than you.
Okay.
I'm breeding. I'm an esport champion, and I'm breeding an esport champion.
He's gonna be a second generation. That'll be a big deal. The first ever second generation,
Right?
because none of them will have sex. So
Just the fact that he had a kid, he's like
yeah,
automatically the best second generation.
yeah, like a kid that actually like is
Yeah,
not a mongoloid.
yeah, functioning. Yeah.
You ever played competitive? Is there? I assume there's like a competitive board game league.
Sort of. Because I've been to board game conventions because I'm cool.
Yeah, I
Um,
know.
and yeah, they do kind of like competitive, like little weekend leagues there that you can get into, like Magic, the
Well,
Gathering.
Matt, I don't
But
count.
like they do it with board games too, though.
Okay.
And
Is there like a Risk league that you can join?
yeah, yeah. There's like really any board game you can think of. They kind of have like a tournament on that weekend, and
That's
you can get
crazy.
into it. And yeah, we did.
So a board game is almost like powerlifting in that like you have to go to the convention, like a powerlifting competition comes and you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
and you compete in it.
Right.
Like an esport thing is like, well, it's ongoing, it's a league, it does this, It's
Yeah,
interesting.
it's a little weird traveling once a year thing that probably not like a community for it.
It's very small unless
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's a real thing though.
You think there's traveling board gamers?
No,
Damn.
but that's the dream, right?
Dude, when I found out there was like traveling softball players,
Oh yeah,
that changed my life.
so that's a real thing. Like traveling softball teams that like a group of guys are they're almost like what's the word, like a ringers almost, where they come in and they'll play like the best team in that county or in that beer league or whatever. But I remember being in my early 20s and thinking that would be my dream job.
Yeah, like I knew a dude who was doing that, and I was like, that would be awesome. But then it's like, oh, he's making like 20 grand a year. Like it's not that awesome, and it's a little sad.
Always rubbing it in about people making a little less than you, or less fortunate.
I just feel like it's hard to live off 20 grand a year if you're
I
traveling.
feel like he's probably paying for travel and all kinds of shit that is like, yeah, he's not getting by well. But if you're like, hey, he's probably happier than you because he's doing what he wants to do.
I guess, I don't know, but he's not working hard and making the man money.
That's the real problem you have, because he's happier and he's not working 40 hours a week.
Right. But he looks like a pussy.
Yeah, he sure does, because all those beer league softball guys are real little pussies. The ones I've seen are like the size of pro wrestlers.
Right, and they're probably just as on steroids.
Or they're just those like country boys that are country strong.
Right.
They're like the guys with the huge arms and chest, but they got that big beer gut.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you just do steroids when you're in like a small league like that?
Probably the health concerns. Maybe, like, surprisingly, the softball players are really health conscious.
Yeah, like I don't know. I would just fucking roid up and start.
Or maybe because they're like, part of the
Drinking
fun
something.
is being in a different town, fucking a different lady every night. Can't do that if our pecker shrivels up and falls off.
True. Yeah, I guess steroids. Everybody's so scared of your nuts.
Oh yeah, because I guarantee, like, if you're doing softball,
I could use a shrinking.
yeah, just to manage it, like,
Right? I'm gonna get old. Like it'd be nice if they don't fucking fall to my knees.
you're not just wrapping it around your leg a couple times.
Right? So maybe I'll just start doing steroids when I'm like 60. Just to shrink my balls.
Oh man,
Like just specifically. Like,
how long we've been going on this one?
We're good. I'm done.
You want to end this one?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, it's going to end abruptly. I'm Tyler the Collector.
I'm Corey.
Well, thanks for listening.
Okay, bye.